Item Number SCP-2770 Object Class Euclid Special Containment Procedures. All shipments must be prevented from approaching SCP-2770. Instances of SCP-2770 are to be tracked by Mobile Task Force Ground 6, Deep Feeders, for Foundation orbital assets, and intercepted by Gamma 6 vessels. Anyone seeing a tempting interaction with SCP-2771 is to be detained before contact is made and administered Class B amnestics. Description: SCP-2770 is a designation of two seaborne anomalies. SCP-2771 is a bright yellow life raft carrying a human male that identifies itself as a member of the British Royal Navy. Its uniform, showing multiple signs of degradation, is consistent with the standard British naval dress code circa 19 beep. It will manifest in the North Sea, defined as the area between Great Britain and Scandinavia. SCP-2771 has been recorded never going beyond the boundaries of the Shetland Islands, or farther south than the area of Norfolk. With the exception of beep, its appearance on the water is instant, marked only by a sudden burst of radio white noise on most electronic equipment. The life raft is too small to be relatively located by orbital imaging satellites, but its general location can be calculated by satellites equipped with thermal imaging, as water temperature drops by 3 degrees Celsius and a 3-kilometer radius around SCP-2771. Once manifested, SCP-2771 obtains visual of an occupied vessel. It will try to gain the vessel's notice with several methods, including shouting, waving its arms, and using its uniform as a makeshift flag. If it does not obtain the vessel's attention or is approached by a ship that does not intend rescue, it will be rapidly pulled underwater and not resurface for another 124 hours. However, if rescued, it will initiate a boarding event and prompt the appearance of SCP-2772. SCP-2772 is a submarine measuring 42 meters in length. It shows signs of extreme disrepair, with a thick layer of rust and barnacles coating most of the hull. 20 to 60 seconds after SCP-2771 has been rescued, SCP-2772 will surface nearby SCP-2771's rescue vessel at a speed far beyond the capability of any known submersible. After it has surfaced, the hatch on the submarine's conning tower will open. SCP-2771, 2772, and the rescuing vessel will all be pulled into the water by an unknown force over 200 kilometers per hour and disappear. There seems to be no upper limit to the size of the vessel that can be pulled underwater. 2770 is known to have taken ships with displacements in excess of 50,000 long tons. After a boarding event, SCP-2771 will not appear for a minimum of 242 hours, with the length of its absence appearing to be linked to the size of the vessel taken. SCP-2770 was first theorized to exist in 19 beep after a string of unexplained ship vanishings, and its existence explained in 1941, when Gamma 6 vessel Permanent 7 observed it interact with a fishing trawler. However, it is believed that SCP-2770 has been active since at least 1000 beep due to a report published by a British newspaper from the same year. Level 2 access required. Access granted. Excerpt from the Glasgow Weekly Report, March 12, 1000 beep. Whale smashes ship. A great tragedy on the seas. Local fishermen claim that a whaling ship off the coast rescued a castaway, only to be immediately attacked by a mammoth marine creature fitting the description of an abnormally large whale. The whale likely punctured the ship's hull during the attack, as it is claimed that the ship sunk incredibly quickly with no known survivors. The fishermen present also claimed the event accompanied a sudden drop in the already frigid North Sea's waters, describing it as Arctic. After containment implementation, Gamma-6 has prevented over beep possible boarding events, with the average length between failures to intercept SCP-2771 currently at a tolerable level. A log of ships known to have experienced boarding events will now follow. SCP-2770 Activity. Vessel Type. Date. Fishing Trawler. January 1st, 1941. Fishing Trawler. January 19th, 1941. Schooner. February 11th, 1941. Oil Tanker. March 8th, 1943. Submarine. December 25th, 1943. Submarine. January 25th, 1944. Destroyer. February 29th, 1944. Troop Transport. October 3rd, 1945. Troop Transport. November 15th, 1952. Fishing Trawler. September 9th, 1961. Cargo Ship. April 1st, 1963. Cargo Ship. March 22nd, 1966. Cargo Ship. June 18th, 1973. Yacht. April 30th, 1981. Luxury Liner. August 3rd, 1994. Gunboat. April 30th, 1990 beep. Whaling Ship. July 4th, 2000 beep. Whaling Ship. November 17th, 2000 beep. Foundation Vessel. Beep. Beep. All ships stricken from naval records and necessary disinformation panes enacted. Incident 2770C. The details of Incident 2770C may be granted from current head of SCP-2770 Containment, Dr. Ruther Jacobs, for O5 Command. Without proper biometric data, this terminal will deploy a paralyzing amnestic agent and then lock. Scanning. Biometric data confirmed. Memetic disengaged. Lock cancelled. Opening file. Incident 2770C. With approval from O5 Beep, Operation Kiddie Pool was authorized on Beep with the express purpose of containing SCP-2770 indefinitely. This operation was designed by Dr. Beep and Agent Beep, as they theorized that observations made of SCP-2771, divorcing it from any notable source of water, would both render SCP-2772 incapable of manifesting, and remove SCP-2771's ability to retreat back into the water. The operation was divided into 3 parts. Gamma-6 would locate and then lift SCP-2771 from the water while a modified MI-26 operating name, Lifeguard, equipped with a hooking device created specifically for the operation. With SCP-2771 hooked, Lifeguard would then transport SCP-2771 to Site Beep, a secure location on the Hyper and Beep Desert. Once arrived, Gamma-6 personnel would take custody of SCP-2771, well isolated from any possible source of water. On Beep, Operation Kiddie Pool commenced at Beep hours. At the time of the operation, SCP-2771 was being tracked off the coast of southern Norway and was intercepted by Lifeguard 30 minutes 12 seconds after the commencement of the operation. SCP-2771 was attached to the hook without any difficulties and lifted out of the water with no appearance by SCP-2772. 6 hours, 17 minutes later, lifeguard arrived at Site Beep, delivering SCP-2771 into its custody. SCP-2771 surrendered itself with no struggle, and SCP-2772 failed to manifest. Operation Kiddie Pool was deemed a success. An interrogation was conducted 1 week later. SCP-2771 had not escaped custody with its previously recorded anomalous abilities, and had been generally cooperative with staff at Site Beep. Transcription video will now follow. SCP-2771 is escorted into the room by 2 Gamma-6 personnel and sits down to a chair across from Agent Beep. Hello, SCP-2771. Hello, sir. Once again, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for the rescue with your crazy hovering plane. I've been stranded here for I don't know how long. We're always glad to help. So, SCP-2771. Do you have a name? I do, sir. Lieutenant Edward Rowland, Royal Navy at your service. I see. What year do you think this is? Your uniform is quite out of date. I do not know. Truth be told, the months and years just started to melt together after a while. And apologies about my uniform. I'll admit, it's seen better days. About your days melting together, what can you tell me about SCP-2772? Come again? The submarine. We have records of you being rescued by ships only for them to be attacked by a broken down sub that shouldn't even be able to move. Oh, that thing. Well, I think. You think what? I think you forgot about a water table, you bloody idiot. What appears to be the conning tower of SCP-2772 erupts in the middle of the interrogation room. The hatch immediately opens, followed by a total loss of communication with Site Beep and transcript. MTF dispatched to Site Beep finds the facility missing. Orbital assets confirmed that at the time of communication loss, Site Beep was pulled in its entirety under the sand. Recovery teams present detect no traces of the facility with subterranean imaging, and all staff were presumed KIA. After this event, SCP-2771 did not appear for another Beep years. Foundation Secure Site protocols now in full review. SCP-2770 reclassification to Keter pending. End Innocent Report.